Policy is deciding that there is something we want to address, there is something we can make better. We can take a problem, we can take a challenge, we can put it down, find a solution, and actually watching that go through the system, watching that advance, it's just so exciting. It is unlike any other role. I could bring it down to my two favourite things about working in policy. The first is the breadth of people you get to work with. And I don't just mean in terms of expertise and background, but also in terms of where they're coming from, what they bring to the table. The other point, which is equally rewarding, is being able to see a challenge, being handed a challenge with the task of solving it or with addressing it and figuring out where to go next.
You can find that you've got very urgent, very pressing pieces of work. You might have an urgent question in Parliament. You may have to provide briefing for the minister at very short notice. I think that's one of the most sort of rewarding aspects of the job, is that no 2 days are the same. What I find most gratifying about working in policy is that I'm working on challenges that are difficult, but aiming to make a difference and a positive change that will improve people's lives.
The best thing about being a policy professional is I actually get to see how I can impact people's lives, how policy impacts people's lives. And I think that's what drives me to be a policy professional.
Sometimes you can have a very, very big impact on a very small policy or a very big policy. And other times you're just part of that very, very large question. But it is truly unique to be a policy professional in the civil service and have that opportunity.
My top tips for new policymakers would be not be afraid to ask questions to gain clarity, and also use resources in your organisation.
My biggest tip for any new policy professional is be ambitious. Don't worry that something has never been done before, because that's exactly why we're here.
Be bold, be humble, understand who is interested in a problem, and make sure you speak to them and you listen to them.
Your idea is going to be different from everybody else because your lived in experience is different from everybody else. That's what brings the diversity into policy making. So don't be afraid to put your ideas forward.
Use evidence, use insight, really understand your customers, your learners, your users. Keep your eyes on the outcome and don't get caught up in over-intellectualising absolutely everything. The outcome and how the policy lands in the real world is what we're doing it for.